anything, like every single thing is not one.
Hmm? Zach. Excuse me. Oh no, I wasn't actually like calling you or anything. I was telling Davey over here who's there. The screen does look a little odd, honey.
What's wrong?
It's a little too small for the window.
Oh yeah, it did.
Thank you. Fixed it.
The latency should be a lot better than it used to be.
Yes, nice. According to Zach. Yeah, it was looking kind of odd. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my back. Kiddo was so tired that he just went to bed. He was down. So I'm quite happy. Tired. I had to wash the dogs today, and I have to wash them again next Monday because we didn't get to our specific dogs. We got the other 3 dogs, but we haven't gotten our 2 dogs. Ow! Oh, my ass. Sorry. I want to know how you mess up the Predator's belt that badly. Like it just snapped?
Yeah.
I have questions.
Hey Zach, if you want, can you retweet the new link, please?
Yes, please retweet the new link, Zach.
I am here with the big old box. Look at that. That was like only a 5 second, not even a 5 second, like 3 second delay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's start counting, shall we?
3. About 3 or 4.
3 seconds. Look at that.
Much better. Much better.
So yeah, I scheduled a live stream, and then when I started using OBS, it like didn't put anything out, and then it just deleted the stream because it said, "Oh, you finished stream." So my link was dead. But we are all here, gathered today. So we got this.
We are here.
For I hope everyone is having a good time.
No.
I know you won't use this. So yeah, big box, medium-sized printer. Kind of weird to see. Look at myself.
Yeah, I finally figured out a name for my YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations! What is the name?
It's a reference to both Grace Kelly and Morticia Adams. Because I am that bee.
Mm-hmm. So let us start opening this, I guess.
What have you been slicing, Zach?
Cucumbers, tomatoes,
Aubergine.
aubergine,
Champignon.
champignon. Some ASMR for you guys.
Ooh.
By the way, can you guys hear the fan in the background from the T-Rex?
Probably.
Because if it's too loud, I can just turn the bloody thing off. The print looks like crap anyway.
I'm sorry, but whenever I hear champignon, I just think of that one stand-up routine about the Albert Heijn. Albert Heijn. Albert Heijn. Who the hell's Albert Heijn?
He would know about Albert Heijn. He's Dutch.
Oh, okay, Zach doesn't hear the fan. Should I move this so that you don't, like, accidentally hit it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. But yes, that's what I think of every single time. I think of Albert Heijn. Albert Heijn. Who the hell's Albert Heijn?
Here we go. The first slave. You don't even have to look in the box. You can look at the box. Let's see. What do we have to begin with? A lovely user manual toy.
Ooh. And what looks like filament.
Look at this pathetic piece of filament. Look at
You
that.
want to see pretty filament samples? We got pretty filament sample. Where'd it go? There it is.
Oh. But yeah, seriously.
Look at how pretty this filament sample is. Look at how it's actually packaged on a spool.
Yeah, it's a 200-gram sample from Capricorn, and it's on an actual tiny little spool.
It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Well, no, that's a lie. The cutest thing I've ever seen is our son. But
yeah, this is kind of stupid. I mean, I think reality gives you a half kilogram filament or even a kilogram. And is this thing what's the word? Stingy? When you're being cheated, like you're being stingy. Thank you. We won't be using this. I hope there would have been an actual spool, but nope.
I might scare the crap out of our son on Halloween, by the way.
No, really?
I'm going to teach him the legend of Stingy Jack. And we're going to watch a lot of, like, the old cartoons that I used to watch on Halloween as a kid.
Oh, wow.
Which means that they're going to be a special kind of screwed up because 90s kids cartoons.
Man, this is actually a really comprehensive guide. No, just tell me how to put it together.
We just don't know.
Oh, the actual assembly guide is on the SD card.
Wow.
Didn't even print it out.
Wow. Cheap. Weak.
Ta-da.
Weak.
Okay. Ta-da. Ta-da. Ta-da.
I need to actually work on a phone today, so...
I actually want to show.
What?
Would this actually use for dampening? Actually, it would, wouldn't it?
Maybe?
I mean, it's pretty soft.
I mean, I'd worry that it was too dense, but I don't know.
There we go.
Move, shirt. Move, yardstick.
Let's see if I can get a better overlay of it.
To answer anyone's questions of why do you have a yardstick, it's for pattern drafting.
Loosen this.
Okay, so.
Look at that professional angle, sorry.
Wow.
So professional.
Super Pro. 10 out of 10.
No, that's not getting crap out of it. Boom, packing.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho. Disney's gonna...
Now let's see, what do we get first? We get gantry, the top frame, the extruder. Kind of just hanging there. I hope I don't have enough space. I'm stealing your spot because you're there.
This is cool. This is fine. I'm like that dog with the room on fire. This is fine.
Oh dear lord, this might be a bit more complicated than expected.
Again, this is fine.
Power cord, nice. You need power for that. You need power cord. Box of stuff. Dual lead screws.
This is gonna be a hella thick hem here.
Let's see.
Oh god, my nails.
Not gonna sit on top. I'm gonna put this inside the freezer.
Cue me screaming in a few minutes because I cannot do this.
I think that's everything.
Everything from Eryone.
This box is still really heavy. Oh, Jesus Christ, this box is heavy.
The box itself is really heavy.
I have my hands full.
Okay. Not that heavy.
You have to do it with one hand, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's begin. Yeah.
I'm working on a skirt again. I have many skirts that I'm making.
This is kind of awkward because normally I have a manual.
Normally you have a manual.
Let's take a look at this thing.
Install screw, SD card knob, USB cable, filament holder, toolkit, extra gift, and spare screw.
Extra gift.
Oh, nice. Everything's labeled.
Look at that.
Here's your extra gift. I don't know what the extra gift is
Look at
supposed to be.
how nicely done everything is. Everything is labeled. Thank you. Install screw. Not
You get a spatula.
install screw. A singular screw apparently.
Toolkit. They give you free tools for this shit. Nice.
Nice. USB cable.
Here's your filament holder.
Toolkit. Don't need that. A blunt spatula.
Filament holder. Crack.
No, just breaks.
But yeah, they give you some pretty nice stuff.
There we go. Let's take a look at this one. Upside down a little bit.
Don't break it.
By the way, I did. Oh, this has foam on the bottom, so that the bed doesn't move during shipment. Very nice. Eryone. If anybody from Eryone is ever looking, good job so far. Double fan, power supply. board
Agreed,
cooling.
Zach. Very decent little printer. I'm quite pleased.
Ah,
And I don't even 3D print on this in this relationship.
so yeah.
It has a knob,
Step 1, put the knob in.
obviously.
Breaks the knob.
Okay, you got like a little USB key.
Yeah. Well,
For this SD card. I mean, that's one way to get around having to put in an SD slot.
Yeah. Well, I guess we will just. Oh, hold on. You plug in your computer because I was eventually gonna do desktop sharing, but I'm scared. Who knows what's up?
I'm scared. F you, Josh. Do.
Jesus. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
So
Oop.
I think there's a timing belt on this. Because as you can clearly see, both of them move at the same time.
Local disk. That's my computer.
Oh.
Yeah, USB device not recognized.
Okay, click it. Click that, and then it's gonna ask you the other one.
It might just be that the SD card isn't all the way in. We are already having issues.
Yeah, that's the problem with China. They always give you the crappiest USB sticks, the crappiest everything.
Yeah, the SD card reader is not working on my laptop, which is what we're using to see the chat.
Okay.
Well, this has already been an adventure. And speaking of adventures, we need to go on an adventure one of these days and pick up another one of these babies so that I can finally fix my sewing machine. Because I have a 1937 Singer with my name on it, and I need a thingy. I need a cord.
There we go.
I need an updated cord, rather.
Let us webcam on top. Let us go. Let's see if I can make it work on this. I need a SD card reader. Child, why do you do this to us?
Yes, UPS quantum shipping update.
Wait, what?
Parcel shipped. I have a package on the way.
Oh, okay, that was mine.
It is not telling me what it is. Oh, it's my shipment from the UK. It is my buttonhole twist.
Nice.
The silk, which is very expensive, but very much worth it. It was $25 for like 2 spools because shipping. They only do like courier service. They don't do normal.
Okay, let's.
Zach is grabbing a beer.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna need.
Sounds like a plan. Need live chat, my dude. Oh, it's a trap song. That's all I remember. I don't remember the name of it, but I can find it really easily. But yeah, somebody did a cover of it for Vine where it was like some dad and his kid, and the dad was playing the trombone and the kid was using the oven door for the bass. It was pretty funny. It was kind of a thing for a while.
I'm going to do is put this in there. Okay. That's in the guy.
Yeah, TikTok thing. Yeah.
Back over to the
Freaks. That's the name of the song. The song is Freaks by Savage and Timmy Trumpet.
fix. There you go, Tony.
Yes.
You can stick this in.
Compensating for something?
Well, it's a high speed, super high speed, big sized.
Get in.
This is actually my elementary OS, but whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll accidentally. There we go. Oh yeah, people, it is time.
Dad on trombone, boy on oven.
What do you want me to do? Eryone. Okay, we got.
Is it just pictures?
No, it's.
Oh, it's a video, like a slideshow. What the?
No.
What the frick?
Okay. Yes. It's
Pause.
essentially just no. Just go. It's just saying steps, and then it's gonna show you the steps.
Okay.
I see. Ah, yes, I understand completely. Doesn't understand at all.
Don't understand at all.
Okay, so you're supposed to put the thing in the thing.
Yeah, into this thing.
Yeah.
So I should probably not lean on it then.
When you lean on it.
Yes.
No, like don't. Stop. You're breaking my printer.
No, I just dropped this.
Okay, so come on. There's so much plastic on this. Holy crap.
I really need to save this braised beef recipe. That was a really good meal.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, well.
Okay, it seems pretty straightforward.
Hand me the gantry, as you would call it.
It seems pretty straightforward. I'm guessing that's what the styrofoam is for.
There we go. Supposed to put the lead screw in.
Yeah.
It's a
Both
screw.
of them, apparently. Screw in the lead screw.
No, it's supposed to be. Ooh, it's not supposed to be that loose. The screw came undone.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
This is fine. Yeah, Zach, I'm sorry, but it's stuck in my head. The goddamn song is stuck in my head.
The same one here. I don't know if they did it on purpose. Okay, then you're supposed to put the thing in the thing. I'm assuming.
But hey, at least now you know the name of the song, so you can look it up. Oh my god.
Okay, you know what?
Do you need help?
This is kind of annoying. Because
Because I can help you.
clearly see the whatever it's called.
That's what I need to
So
make.
I give where my tool. Where's my tool bag? Toolkit.
I need to make Tiny Among Us blush. The thing I need to make. Michael would be so happy.
What do you even really care about Among Us?
Yes, he really likes Among Us.
Let's bring out the tools.
But do you want that? I don't know. Do you? It is a pretty catchy song.
So yeah, for some reason, these, whatever they're called, whatever, the thing that the thing screws into is like really loose. Like one screw is almost completely undone. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or if it came loose in shipping.
Yeah, I'm totally making him an Among Us plushie. He would love the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making him one. I just need to buy some fabric for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge deal.
Put the thing here, I presume.
Yeah, our kid's only real problem is he gets anxious whenever we're not around. Like, if he's around unfamiliar people, he gets the anxiety. Do you need help? I can help you.
Yeah. This is being a boy of pain.
Because this isn't in the thing. It slid down.
Okay, let's send this around.
Oh god, my back. I don't know. All I know is our son gets the anxiety.
I also get anxiety.
Yes, he gets this from his father. His father also has the anxiety. Davey is an awkward panda around people he doesn't know. So it stands to reason that our son also becomes awkward panda whenever he's around people he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There we go. There it is.
There we go. Now we need to tighten these up. Should. Go out that.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
Yeah, apparently you're doing all right.
Oh.
Behold, a man. It has no feathers and it's a biped, therefore it is a man.
Sure, this is all tight. No, I don't trust anything.
I'm pulling some Diogenes level stuff, and people do not appreciate my humor.
There you go. That's one step.
So strange.
Is it?
So strange.
Oh, the top, yeah. Let's continue. Okay.
These not going to come off, so I don't know why I keep on fiddling with them.
They kind of skipped over which screws you need, right?
Yeah.
They just fit the thing in the thing. Okay.
Maybe it's relatively straightforward. I don't know.
And then they're like, hey, take these screws. And I'm like, which screws? The longest screws? The middle screws?
Probably the longest. I don't know. How many sizes do you have? Like, separate everything out.
Let's be professionals about this, you know?
Yes. Let's be some pro level poggers over here. Yes. I'm assuming they mean those. Because you have 4 of those, and you seem to only have 2 of the next size.
Yep. So, like choices, I presume. This one.
Going with reason here.
I'm supposed to screw this. I made this.
Nose itched.
You want there's no hole there? Oh, yes.
Everyone, there's no hole. Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Me. All the time.
I don't know. Our son is proof that that's not all the time. Wow. My humor is unappreciated.
Oh, that's all right.
Mayhaps.
Oh, wow, it's so quiet in here now.
Oh, excuse me.
Maybe this group?
Is that a glass build plate?
Yeah, this.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh dear.
You didn't tell me which food to use on the build video.
Maybe they thought it was gonna be obvious. I don't know.
Well, they didn't take into account that a weird Belgian was gonna screw this up.
I don't think that they took into account that idiots in general are not able to figure shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using idiots wrong. Technically, idiots don't vote.
Political.
No, literally, that's what the meaning is. Idiot means a person that doesn't vote.
No.
Yeah, well, it's the T-Rex. What did we expect?
Okay. Yeah, it's got ABL and it's got a 3D touch.
Oh, my ear is ringing.
That's 3D touch or whatever it's called.
In dual steppers.
Well, it depends if it's actual dual stepper drivers, you know, or if it's like single with a belt.
There, now everything fits. Because you made my laptop display a hell. Progress. Very poggers. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be like one of the youths.
The youth?
Yes.
Nope.
I'm officially almost 30, okay?
Yeah,
I'm allowed to be an old lady by this point.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in on that.
I have many questions.
If you look at that heatsink.
Hi, 3D printing and painting.
Hello. What the hell is up with that heatsink? What the hell? I've never seen a heatsink like that. And like, this is the copy of a BL Touch.
Well, thank you, Zach. That was very kind of you. But I am actually just tiny ball of anxiety and rage.
That is actually really low quality. You feel the numbing.
I don't know if I want to. Is it supposed to be all rough like that?
Well, I can see where they saved some money.
Oh, no.
Zoe, it's very relaxed. You're very relaxed, Zoe.
Not really, I'm just mostly tired. But I am hilarious once I hit a certain point of sleepiness.
Yeah, Chris knows. Oh, Zach, you should check out.
Hi, Filament Frenzy. Nice to see you.
Holy crap, it's Frenzy. Hello, Frenzy. What's up?
Dude, Zach, you should totally come and visit when this whole Corona BS is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't think that the virus is ever going to go away.
Shane too.
But like, hi Shane, good to see you, buddy.
So many people Sunday.
I did tell Llama that we would be streaming after you figured out what was going on with Streamlabs. So.
No.
And I did retweet it on my page. So. Hi non-fam, good to see you, bud. I promise you there will be no tackling him to the ground and imploring him to take off his shoes in the house this time.
Yeah, not everybody knows about that. Okay, let's continue. We've put the thing on the thing, and we shall continue to the next thing. Yeah, we oh, let me zoom right back out.
We have an interesting relationship. We'll just go with that, okay?
Okay, so screw the thing in. We screw the thing in. What's the next step, Eryone? Are you going to show us every single screw? Yes, you are, aren't you?
Every single screw.
Nope. No wobble on the X-gantry, the eccentric nut thingies, right? Oh my god, they're actually going to show you every single screw.
Yes, they are.
Oh my god.
It's China. China.
Okay.
China.
Okay.
China.
Okay. Yes, we've tightened the whatever those thingies are called. Oh god.
Oh Jesus, why are you just flipping it onto its side, my dude?
Oh dear lord.
I have a question.
Oh.
Hi Brandon.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, are those the really, really fat nuts? I mean screws. Oh dear lord. It's always scary doing this. You're quite okay, Tori.
No! I'm sorry, but nuts. Every time.
Well, other than the extremely super cheap hard end, it's like they really spend a lot of money and time on like designing the actual like base and like the
I
everything.
see why those are there. Okay. Makes
And
sense.
it's like they really cheaped out on a hard end, but we'll see what happens when it prints out.
I'm sure you can also replace the hot end, though.
Oh yeah,
correct?
Yeah. Should I put a freaking slice engineering one, the expensive one? What's it called again? I forgot the name.
Don't we have like a bunch of hot ends just
No,
kind of
we
hanging
don't.
around?
Yeah, it actually
It doesn't look too bad. Just
compared to public realities and this.
we don't mention the Forbidden Company here
The Forbidden Company.
because we don't want the Forbidden One to come and wreck our shit.
Yeah, the Forbidden One. Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah, the extruder and hot end are a bit questionable, but everything else is nice. Not the Prusa is not the Forbidden Company. The Forbidden Company is the one that is currently causing much drama.
Mm-hmm.
But it shall not be named here.
Maybe I should make a conspiracy theory that reality is sending the internet hate machine on me.
On several creators.
Yes. Oh, the vigilance kept on going. Oops. Okay, so
But yes, from now on we shall refer to it as the Forbidden Company, and that one as she who must not be named.
Sorry, Sean.
We'll go with that.
Okay, so next step is flip the things back up. Oh, it's time for hard end. It's time to put a hard end on. This thing is actually quite heavy.
It's quite weighty.
Yeah, it's actually kind of heavy. Okay. Ugh. That's okay. You know,
That's concerning.
move that left and right and see if you can feel it too.
Yeah,
No,
like
further. No, further to the right. You feel that bump?
yeah, there's a little notch or something here. It like catches a bit. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, there's like this resistance here, middle.
Just a little bit.
It's weird. Oh well.
We shall see. Okay, we got a
Flat spots. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh jeez. Yeah, there's a huge flat spot. This one.
That's not good. Single bearing?
I have no idea what bearing does. No. I am not an. Do I look like I'm the type of person who knows what a bearing is?
I mean, you're not an engineer. That's not your job. I can't even finish that sentence without laughing about that guy.
What guy?
You know the guy.
Oh, the guy.
He's not an engineer.
Oh well, let's just put. You're really having fun being passive aggressive, sorry.
I come from an entire culture of passive aggressiveness.
Is that the US part or the.
No, the US is just aggressive. Vietnam is very passive aggressive about everything.
Yeah, your mom is kind of passive aggressive.
Yeah, she is. She is incredibly passive aggressive.
Come on.
Why do you think I only like her more now that we don't live with each other? Yeah, he's in the kitchen business. I don't even know how to say what you do in Dutch. It's too many freaking letters. Why is it that Germanic languages have to be like, we will combine 6 words into one big Franken word?
What are you talking about? Like, no, for real, like, what are you talking about? What's so weird about? Like,
Dutch is the same language that decided to do that to the word ladybug.
Liever heersbeestje?
Exactly.
Liever heersbeestje just means, what would it translate?
It's God's good little animal.
Yep.
Which, why? Why do you gotta do that? It's a ladybug. Or a ladybird if you're in the UK. Which makes no sense because it's not a bird.
Okay.
Oh, it's even better. In Irish, it translates to God's little cow.
Yeah, there's like.
It's beautiful.
There's a flat spot there. Don't pay attention to it, whatever.
I mean, they're not wrong. Ladybugs do kind of look like cows. They've got the spots, so.
Okay, so.
Yeah, like in Gaelic, in Irish Gaelic, it's God's little cow. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard, and I love it. And that's part of the reason why I want to learn Gaelic. Because they do that.
I know that this is fake, like, it's PTFE, but scrappy PTFE, but I do like the fact that it's orange. I do not like the plastic. I mean, it's solid, but.
French frustrated me as a child because my mother is fluent in French and wanted to teach me French, but I could not get past there are silent letters.
Okay, well, I guess it's wiring time. Make sure I don't knock my screws.
And the French pole perfect tense is just all my know.
Okay, so we got the thing.
Yeah, my mom is fluent in 3 languages, as is my grandfather. Actually, my grandfather is fluent in 4 languages. Excuse me.
Extruder. And tick.
I am barely competent in 2 languages. My English don't work so good.
the X and click. Then.
Honestly, Davey has better English than I do.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you speak more proper English than I do.
That's because I was learned British English. There you go.
Shut up. Because British English is trash.
Yeah, maybe I should like. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's
The day I glorify the British people is the day that my Irish ancestors roll in their graves.
Okay, so. Okay, Manuel, I've done that and that and that. Way ahead of you.
Yeah, I took Spanish a lot in school, and I used to be decent at it, but yeah, I don't remember much of it anymore. I can remember how to ask for the airport and how to order a drink. And yes and no, and how to say my name.
Okay, now it's time for the spool holder. Yay. I don't understand why they have it on the side for this.
3D P&P, I speak Texan.
Yeah.
It's a interesting place.
Sorry, you don't have a Texan. You only speak Texan when you're mad at me.
Or drunk, or tired.
And I can also confirm that this is just a hot gear, whatever it's called. It is not a Bantech style rubby thingy. It's a single drive, so it doesn't have double tooth thingies.
Ugh. You live in Vegas. Vegas is nice. I've been there. It's pretty cool. Saw a lot of shows. That was pretty great. I wasn't old enough to gamble at the time, so I couldn't, revel in that, but otherwise I had a lot of fun doing all the shows and going to the buffets and stuff. I don't like British English because Britain, and I'm Irish.
Diddly Dawn.
Specifically, my family name.
That is concerning. Look at it. Look at my screw hole on the actual printer. They're here. So.
How do I feel about the Scots? Brothers in arms. We'll go with that. Mostly because my best friend, one of my best friends is Scots-Irish, so I can't hate Scotland.
We got a problem.
Yeah, we have many problems.
Because, okay, do I have a picture of the ER-20?
No, I'm mostly joking. I feel ambivalent towards the British.
We got a massive problem, guys.
Oh, you're originally from Nebraska. I used to have a friend that was from Nebraska. She moved to Texas, and then her family got stationed in Florida? Yeah, Florida. That's fair, non-fam. That's very fair. Oh, nice combo there.
Okay, so on the video,
not Amish, but Pennsylvania Dutch.
On the video, they have the filament holder mounted. Just gonna put it back up.
Fun fact for our European. Yes.
On the instruction video, they have the filament spool holder here, right? On this. My screw holes for the filament holder are here on the other side. There's no screw holes here.
So what? They did it backwards?
Yes. They did it backwards.
is it going to really affect it at
Yes,
all?
because the filament needs to be here so it can feed into this tube. Yeah.
And where are the holes again? I'm very confused.
Screw holes are here.
Oh,
I see 2 screw holes here. There's nothing here. No, I can't uninstall this. I can't flip it. This is all. Yeah, I'm not touching it. So yeah, I'm kind of screwed. This isn't something I did.
This is not his fault for once.
Nope.
3D P&P. We are in Belgium. He is from Belgium. I'm an expatriate.
Okay. Let's see if we can fix this.
Duct tape. Zip ties and duct tape. That's
Let's-
Zach's suggestion.
I'm going to take a picture of this before I fix it.
So you can be like, everyone, da fuck.
Because this is essentially just an extrusion here with a cover on top. Because I see screw holes here.
So theoretically,
Yeah,
you should
should
be
be
able
able
to
to
unscrew
unscrew.
it
Yeah, get the plastic cover off.
and
Flip.
turn it around.
Which might.
Vice grips, hot glue.
Oh my god, stop.
We're getting some really good suggestions here, though.
Watch me loosen a screw in like 5 seconds.
Always. You should have like a little tray or something that you can slip down there. Oh, you got one.
And there's one in the middle somewhere.
And then there should be one on the other side, right?
Man. That's a big oof.
That's a big oopsie.
That's a big oopsie on the assembly line. Which sucks because I'm going to stop.
Everyone did an oopsie.
There we go.
And then you should just be able to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it should just come right off, and then
Yeah.
you can take off the top and flip it.
Yep. Imagine if you were a complete absolute newbie to 3D printing.
And this happens to you.
Yeah. But it kind of sucks because now I'm going to unscrew it. Kind of.
Maybe. Perhaps. Please don't screw up your threads. That way lies madness.
Also, I like how the screws, they didn't like cut out the screw so it actually like
Sits flat.
sits in it.
No, they didn't.
It did not. That moment you buy a 3D printer, you have to disassemble the pre-made factory.
Stuff.
Yeah, you want this thing better tickle my nuts.
Tickle your pickle.
Exactly. And now it's just gonna be like.
But yes, I made the rather foolhardy decision when I was like, what, 21? To drop everything that I've ever known and loved before and move like 5,000 miles across an ocean to be with some Belgian dude. It worked out well for me. We've been married for 6 years.
Then you
Almost.
flip the thing. Yeah, we've been married for quite a while now.
Yeah. I was like 21 or 22 when we got married. One of the two. I don't remember.
You know what? I'm going to tweet my thing again with a.
I'm gonna be 29 in May. That's a long time. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Can do 3D PNP.
Making
Big pancakes, big pancakes. Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what we're gonna make. Bacon pancakes. So tomorrow I'm making Liège waffles, because I can. Gross.
there we go. Now,
Davey went out and bought me pancake or waffle mix.
do you have me on Facebook?
I don't know.
Because you could just send me a DM on Twitter. Probably gonna work out better than Facebook.
.com. Oh, I can't breathe through my nose, guys. So I'm like, if I sound weird, that's why.
Bam.
Oh, okay. He said he gave us the info.
Okay.
Oh, my hip hurts.
Yeah, I need to like get like a sticker pitch because I got like Capricorn stickers. I've got 3D do it yourself and some others. And I need to find a hole, which normally isn't a problem for me.
I mean, I would hope not. Otherwise, where did our son come from? I can make that joke so many different times. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, it's friggin' 10 o'clock. I probably should be going to bed because Michael's gonna wake up at 7.
Okay. I'm exhausted.
Well, maybe he'll wake up at 8, but I don't want to risk it. Okay.
Don't worry, Toy. Now that we fixed this little oopsie.
Tumblr notification.
So how is everybody doing other than watching this? What are you printing? What are you doing? Have you hugged your significant other? Have you even seen anybody? Because COVID happens.
Oh.
There we go. That's take second screw. Not this itch. Ooh. There we go. Bam. That is on. Let us continue with oh, I think it's time to turn it on. Yeah?
Yes, it looks very cool.
Okay. It's time to power it on, I guess. See if it explodes. If not explodes. What did you find so funny, Tori?
What?
I'll go through my basic cables.
I wasn't snorting because of that. I'm snorting because my nose is stuffy.
Oh, okay. No, that's it. Maybe I should check it and see if this has a voltage switch. No? Did I use it?
Oh, dude.
I do not see a voltage selector, so I presume it's an auto switch. If it explodes, it's on them.
Dude, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Total Chad.
Oh, sorry, I'm still zoomed in. There we go. It is on. Okay, you can close down that figure now.
Huh? Okay. I haven't been paying attention for like the past 5 minutes, sorry.
Maybe I should have taken this wrap off.
Perhaps.
There is a very loud fan. There we go. There we go.
Oh, China.
You see that? Do not touch.
Do not touch.
Oh no. I have seen the phone. Oh, God, how much plastic do you need?
It's Asia. All we do is plastic.
You know, the baby seals are crying. Did it like vacuum seal this? Oh boy. There we go. It's a build plate. For some reason, they went with a. Oh, it is slightly textured. But it sure as hell ain't.
Ooh, Norma Shearer.
It sure as hell ain't no ultra bass. There we go.
Scrolling through Tumblr, suddenly smoke weed every day.
Of course. There's no adjustments. Maybe I should check if the bed screws are all tight.
I do love me some Sabaton.
Seems like everything on the bed is secure at least. Yeah, the bed is secure. So is this a PCB heater? What's underneath this? What are you? So this.
I'm sorry, I've been out of it for a while. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. So yeah, I don't know if this is a PCB heater. I don't think it is. It's probably just a metal plate that they shoved a silicon pad on it. There we go.
What the hell, Asia? Are you alright, clan leader? The bravest man in the Untamed is actually a guy that just casually rocks up to Jiang Shen and pokes him in the stab wound.
This also seems to have flat spots. Like here, there's a flat spot here. See if everything homes. Ooh, ow. I'm gonna drop the camera now. Okay. Don't mind me flailing you guys around.
Do not mind the man behind the curtain. Yeah, be not mistaken. It's a normal size printer. It's about medium size.
There we go. Okay. Let's see how loud the fan is. I don't know how you guys can really hear it because I got noise reduction. That's not bad.
Oh, wow.
How it works? Yes. Probe offset. Okay. BL touch. Oof. Command reason. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Guys, I did not know this. This is a homeless printer, sensorless home, sensorless homing printer.
There you go.
It does not have end stops.
What? Apparently we just found water on the moon's sunlit surface.
Yes, we did.
Why was I not informed until now?
Fade height 10, because what's the point of that low? Okay, well, I guess we'll... Yeah, this is a sensorless homing printer. I did not expect it. It's a really 3x3.
David. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe, I swear, my mom.
Oh dear lordy. And this apparently has power outage.
Okay.
Like when we killed it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point.
Ow!
Okay.
My bad.
That us.
Oh.
Okay. Let's heat up the bed.
We need to learn to sit up straight.
Oh, hold on. The most important part. Most important part. Oh. Give me the goods. Yeah. Best part.
I hurt myself so long. That's what happened.
Yeah, Tori always hurts herself. Okay, let's heat up the bed. 60. Oh,
Only downside
it's
of
eating, boys.
The only downside of this chair is I can't just be like, can it do this? And like pull a lever and go completely flat.
Oh, it's probably. Hold on.
I don't know.
Gotta keep on talking and like.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. I am Confucian. Why does this one say Arkansas? But this one is not Kansas.
Is this better? Is this better? Is this a bit better?
Can I have a box cutter?
Yeah, sure.
Thank. This is not a very sharp one.
No, Buzzy, that would be the fan.
That would indeed be the fan. I like playing with foam.
But yeah, the reason why this is probably messing up is because the noise reduction is trying to get rid of the fan noise, and that's making the whole thing mess up. Well,
Guess we'll die.
okay. It is heating up. I can feel my hands starting to burn.
Maybe don't put your hand on there then? I mean, good God, if you need a thermometer, we have thermometers, babe.
Okay, guys. If you guys can actually hear me, because, streaming. What filament should I put on this? Should I...
Something purple.
Should I put some Prue cement on this? Should I make Prusa suffer? Yeah, what filament? Since the predator is dead, its belt broke.
Hurt.
Okay, let's do this. Well, the A-20 looks pretty good. Direct extrude, if I remember correctly. Move C up a bit.
Okay. I'm done cutting.
Oh yeah, I actually do like Eryone's filament. I got
I made
several of
wedgies.
them.
Look, I made you wedges.
Thank you.
Take them. I don't want
You messed up, not me.
But I'm just gonna throw them at you.
Okay, let's stop.
Take them.
Oh, you don't. Oh, Zach, you don't know about the A20, the direct extruded version of this, pretty much. It's like an update one. Are you having fun throwing
Yes.
stuff? Yeah, the I-20 is linear watts.
I might be dying, guys.
Let's see if I can load some filaments.
Aww. Now that this is nice and smooth,
Okay.
I need a circle.
Filament is going in.
Excuse me.
Albeit very slowly.
I need a circle.
Okay, so they didn't program the
You almost died.
filament change properly, so it pretty much pulled out the Marlin Stark amount. That's more like for a direct drive, and then loaded a tiny bit in, which is not enough for this. No, that kind of sucks. Because a filament change would expect it to pull out all the filament, which it didn't. Oh. And they used black to test it.
Good to know.
Okay. Turn off the nozzle. Okay, what do I like? What is this? No, it's probably the tape, whatever. I like the design of the printer itself. It's a very good looking printer.
Other than the big oof earlier, it seems to be going quite well.
Other than the big oof, it's pretty okay. I mean, I haven't seen printing yet. I need a piece of paper. That's my baby title frame.
Somewhere.
Oh. There we go. Now
What's up, slappers?
Actually, let's turn the nozzle back up. 210. And now it's time to level. Just set up the BL Touch.
Since I'm the one that has to clean this up anyway, I'm just gonna keep on doing this.
Okay, so this is weird number.
Oh, that's satisfying.
There is an extra number on the screen. I got my hot end temperature, I got a bed temperature, and then I got a square looking thing that says 35°C. Is that the temperature of the board? I actually have no idea. Never seen that before.
I just had a thought. You know how birthday cake and wedding cake are considered flavors? What if you had a birthday cake flavored cake? That seems kind of redundant.
Zach, if I remember correctly, you can actually find that printer on the website. If I remember correctly, I saw it on the Facebook group.
Flavor pie. Dad, I'm hungry. Hungry, I'm dad. Why did you make me this way? Why? 3D printing technology was the one that posted.
Oh, there you go. Can you stop?
No. No, I cannot. Cake. I should go to bed. It's late. It is 10:34. I should probably go to bed.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, llama.
Hi, lava. Oh, sinuses, why do you hate me? Why do we live just to suffer?
Because we didn't wear a mask.
But I do wear my mask. I wear it every single time I leave the house. No, you know what it is? It's freaking allergies. This is my cross to bear.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's just.
You wear the mask so that you don't get other people sick.
Go.
Social distancing is not a new thing. It's just
My screen name on Facebook is Struf Davy. STRUYFDAVY. I don't know what it just says. Test 1, 2, 3. Let's do test 1.
So does the Eeyore brand printer come with a Winnie the Pooh model? No, because remember, Winnie the Pooh is forbidden in China. not wrong. It is. I'm not allowed to say. YouTube might give us the banhammer. Ah, yes. President.
This is a printer that just needs some love. I mean, I do want the how would you even pronounce the? I mean, this is the ER-20. What would that be? The YE-20? Way too high. Way too high.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's way too high.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. First, give me my plate back. That's way too high.
Apparently, we need to do ourselves a favor and watch the original Japanese 1990s Moomin intro. Apparently, it is chill AF, so.
Let's try this. By the way, 3D printing technology. What is up with? Let's see if I can zoom into. No. What's up with this? The 35. What is that?
What are you vaping? Because whatever it is, it's probably the only thing I've been able to smell today.
Well, that's good if you can smell something you don't cook. It's the.
I can smell stuff, it's just, it has to be like really strong. Unfortunately, my allergies are also making my sinuses burn. Doom running on a calculator powered by baked potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, use 'em, play Doom.
Yep. Come on. Eat up.
I told you, llama! I told you!
I get the feeling that the 35C is the temperature of the board. They probably hooked up a temperature sensor to the bed chamber temperature or some whatever, which is cool.
I should learn how to cross stitch. My mom knows how to cross stitch. Somebody recreated a modern day version of Who's on Second in Among Us. And quite frankly, it's one of the funniest things I've seen all week. Yeah, but llama, that defeats the purpose. The purpose is to run a calculator, is to power a calculator so it can run Doom. You guys want to see how my braised beef turned out? Because it's pretty freaking delicious. Do you agree, husband?
Yes.
It was pretty freaking delicious. It only took me 8 hours ish. Hi, Tommy. What's up? Tommy what's up just showed up on my thing. Not a big deal. Oh, this TikTok haunts my soul. My friend saw a butterfly and decided to pick it up. My dude, that was a tarantula hawk, not a butterfly.
That was too close.
I made braised beef in a local Belgian fruit beer, and with carrots and homegrown veggies. It was pretty great. Dude, yes. Speaking of, I watched It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, because I can. Criminally underrated. What the hell, Russia?
Russia is messed up. But yeah, I think it's kind of weird because it has a set Z offset, which I did, and it was fine, but it didn't change the Z offset, like the actual offset. It didn't do anything. It literally did nothing. This thing needs a good. I need. Oh, my gigantic table. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Look at this. Ah. Look at this. Nice. Ah. I need to spend and one day I will get an actual proper table for this because this is IKEA tables and it resonates like insane.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you have what is essentially giant cardboard. Not getting out of this chair. Nope, ain't getting out of this chair.
I can't. Oh crap! I lost it. Don't give it. Give me. Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Good husband.
It still might be a bit too close, but it's not jamming, so should be fine. I don't know what the hell it is printing, but it is printing. I'm singing Halloween.
Halloween pumpkin scream in the dead of night.
Oh my god, you and your obsession. Whoop.
Yeah, the huge table is just 4 IKEA tables that have been pushed together. Half of it is 3D printing space, and the other half of it is the white patterning table of doom.
Ah,
Ooh. Ooh. That's a pretty mushroom.
come on. There we go. And done. There we go. I have no idea what it is printing. I am presuming a calibration cube or something.
What the shit?
Yeah.
It's a bird. It killed a friggin' mouse.
Yeah. But there we go. Look at that. You don't need no fancy macro lens. You just need stuff. You need a light and that's it. Okay, so for those who want to know, the printer is running Marlin 2.0.5.3. It's got ABL, board info, thermistors. Runway is on. Yeah, it's the chamber thermistor. They got the chamber thermistor hooked up to the board. So if the board overheats, we know. Yes. Ah, there goes my phone.
We are take for open out.
Yeah, I I will be tightening everything up afterwards, but you know, this is a unboxing. In my opinion, an unboxing you shouldn't be doing tightening belts unless it's impossible. You know, it's supposed to be out of the box. See how it prints. Let's see. Acceleration on the firmware is 1250 axle. What's the jerk? Jerk is junction defting. Oh, is it velocity? No. Temperature is 215, but I don't really know anything else. It's just the actual whatever. It's a test print from Eryone themselves. I have no idea what settings it is. To be honest, it's actually looking pretty good. I mean, of course, I didn't pick the most flawed showing filament, but whatever. It was the closest filament I had. That's actually really good. The jerk is really high on this. I can feel it like jamming, like slamming whenever it's doing a stop motion. It's like really aggressive. It is actually really quiet. The only thing I hear is fan and slight hum when. Okay, it's like there's a humming from the stepper motors. You can't really ever completely silence stepper motors, but it's not loud at all. This is a. Oh god, I forgot the brand. It's not. It's a. Let me look it up. I forgot the name. Not road. Oh, it's the Shure MVL. It's a lav that I bought in the US. Yes, Zach, you're correct. This is a, as far as I can tell, 32-bit board with definitely 2209s. It's got sensorless homing. It is pretty damn quiet. It's one of those printers that probably needs a bit of love, like improved extruder gear thingy situation. Get a better part cooling fan, maybe part cooling shroud. But out of the box, how it's printing white now, I can't really complain. One thing that everyone, yeah, I know, I don't have, I don't even know what microphone I should technically be using here.
Mm.
Okay, Tori is falling asleep. Please ask her questions.
Yes, please. I'm very sleepy. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna go downstairs and go to bed. Because I am home by myself with the boy. Because his school has been shut down for 2 weeks. Because it's almost 11 o'clock. It's almost 11 o'clock in the evening. And I have spent the latter half of the day grooming 3 dogs. 3 rather large dogs. It's a lot of fur.
It is a lot of fur.
I may have swallowed some of it. Oh, Zolan, I am sorry, dude. No, we have collies. Davy's parents next door have 3, and they were groomed today. And ours get groomed. Our 2 collies get groomed next Monday.
I was correct. It is a calibration cube.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Normally, it's like a Chinese fortune cat, a weird dragon-looking thing.
A lucky dragon?
Yes. Time to post on the socials.
Post everything. But yes, I had to bathe and then blow dry and brush out 3 doggos today, and I'm very sleepy as a result. Dinner was boiling spaghetti noodles and then pouring a jar of sauce on them. And I spent most of the morning sleeping because I have not been feeling too great. Davey went out and got some illness and very kindly gave it to me.
You're welcome.
Actually, he probably got it from our son, who went out and got some illness and so kindly gave it to him. Okay, see you, Llama.
Bye, Llama.
Llama, llama.
Got to make mom dinner.
Oh, poor Zolan.
Huh?
Wife is doing dog shows.
No, how the dog show slave.
Dog show slave. Yeah, we don't do dog shows. We have show quality dogs. We just don't do dog shows. To be fair, our dogs do not have the temperament for dog shows. So they're best as companion dogs.
You know what I forgot to check? I forgot to check the gantry level. I just realized that the right side is like 1.5 millimeters lower, so it's crooked.
Oops.
I think? Yeah.
Darkly done messed up, y'all.
Like this is 11, this is 11.5, and it's on like 11. It's like at 10.4. And this is like 10, yeah. This is the right side. It's higher. Oops.
Davey done screwed up, y'all.
I screwed up, y'all. But it's still working.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Zolan, that's pretty cool.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't know if.
Always
ABL
support responsible breeders.
Yeah. It's long.
Oh, Howie, trust me, I would rather be sleeping right now, too.
But yeah, you know.
Unfortunately, Darkly is a night owl. This dude, this husband of mine, he is a night owl.
Every single day, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to go to bed early, and then it's 3 a.m. and I have to get up at 8.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Oh yeah, it's 11 p.m.
Yeah, it's 11.
I mean, that's not that late.
It's late if you're a parent of a 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old.
So yeah, I made an oopsie.
Big oops.
But
yeah, with our dogs, you know, we have all their papers, so we're able to see, you know, like our dog Jaeger, who's a sable. He has a family history of hip dysplasia on his maternal side, so we have to watch out for that. And one of our other dogs frequently gets cancer on his paws.
I mean, fine.
And we found a lump today on one of his paws, so he has to go to the vet soon. And
Did my parents say anything about that while I was gone?
They didn't tell me anything about it. I just pointed it out.
What the hell is laschetti?
It's lasagna spaghetti. It's like lasagna, but it's spaghetti. Don't question it.
So what?
Now here's the question, Dan. Do you guys use ricotta, or do you use cottage cheese?
How did it always stop you?
Both. I only use cottage cheese. I don't use ricotta because I can't stand the texture. The texture freaks me out.
Does anybody know if the... Actually, I should just look it up. But... Ooh,
Can you not?
something crashed there.
Can you?
Oh, there's like a nubbing sticking. What the hell?
Stop.
Something is causing issues and making...
Oh, well, it just layer shifted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They shifted on Y. Let us stop the print.
Well, now you can fix the gantry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear lordy.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
It's really off.
Yeah, something like lifted and like slammed into it. Oh well, time to fix the gantry.
Yeah. Because we didn't do that.
Let's move both to 11.
Excuse me. Oh, that tasted like salsa. That was unpleasant. Mas que do nasce. Brandon asks what drivers.
2209s. There we go. The gantry is level.
Yeah. What?
You can go to bed if you want.
No. Oh yeah, I will. Ow.
Trimatic drivers, DMC 2209s, stepper motor drivers made by a German company. I think they're German, if I remember correctly.
Okay, dudes. I'm out. Deuces.
Essentially, they're pretty much what you want these days. Okay. Yes, we are in Belgium. I am an actual Belgian. She's a Texan American. You put
just Texan.
Yeah, it's just Texan. Well,
America is just 50 countries in a trench coat. Changed my mind.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just let it cool down a bit. Let's go. Oh, you're very lucky she's gone now so long. Let us go over the printer. So, my experience with the printer for those who weren't here. So, you see, the my there we go. That should fix. There we go. I had to autofocus off. So you see the filament spool holder here, right? The Eryone misinstalled the top extrusion that's underneath this plastic covering. So the screw holes were here. So I had to take everything apart and flip it around. That's kind of bad. That's kind of sad. Let's see. The hard end, yeah, it's. I'm just waiting for the bed to cool down, so I can take this print off and restart it with a level gantry. The hard end is injection molded plastic, tiny little fan, bigger fan on the side, a BL Touch like sensor. I don't know if it's like that 3D touch, like the off-brand BL Touch. It actually says RE sensor, and it's got really bad tape around it. It's like painter's tape, like yellow painter's tape wrapped around it. It's kind of silly, but it is, as far as I can tell, a custom housing, so it screws on the side, unlike an actual BL Touch and a 3D Touch that has the top mounting. The heatsink is some really weird heatsink I've never seen before. The extruder is just injection molded plastic with a hobbed gear, nothing special. Single gear, which will need fixing. It's got a 32-bit board, 2209, sensorless homing. I did not know when I bought this that it had sensorless homing. I was like, ooh, hey. So yeah, I will be honest, I'm actually kind of surprised. The only big negative I'm seeing now is that it feels like I have flat spots on my rollers. Which probably means that this guy was probably sitting in a storage place for a long time. But yeah, the sensorless homing is a really big plus. Assume, since that they have this measuring thing on it, I presume that's a single driver for both Z's. So you can't do the Marlin bit tramming when it probes the middle, left, right, and it like adjusts the gantry to be level. Oh, you want me to live stream every single day? Well, I've live streamed like 5 times. And let's see, I got a Creality CR6 on the way. Let's see if I got an update on that. Deliveries. I know it's on a boat. Oh. Oh my god. Why won't it focus on the screen? Whatever. My CR6 landed in Germany today. My CR6 is coming. It's coming this week. Yeah, the autofocus is back on. My CR6 is in Europe. It's coming. Oh my god, I am so excited. Is it gonna burn down my house? Is it gonna have a wonky power plug? Is it gonna burn up? Is it going to work fine? Is it gonna crash? Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. It's coming, finally. No, it's actually really exciting. That means I get to do 2 live streams today. But yeah, I got a Series 6 coming now. I I backed the GG Maker Artist D, which apparently should ship in November, so I'll probably have that in December. I backed the Big U BX, which I think is December too. I don't know. So I have those that are coming, and I hope that Naomi like goes. Oh, you're such a nice man, Belgian. I'll send you a belt printer, but that's never gonna happen. How many printers do I have? Let us do a little tour for those who don't really know me. What do we have? Here we have the Prusa Mark III's Bear Edition with the Slice Engineering Copperhead on it, Big U 1.4, 2209s, BL Touch. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What else do I got? I got an Anycube Photon. I got a Anycubic Mini Zero. Anycubic Mega Zero, which is really iconic to call it the Mega Zero. Back over there is like whatever, it's not gonna focus for some reason. Come on, focus. I got Anycubic Predators, which, as you can clearly see, has a broken belt, so it is completely useless. It's dead until I get a new belt. Then I got the 5 Dino Formbot, whatever, T-Rex 3.0, which is a piece of crap. Never buy a 5 Dino printer. And now I got the ER-20. My main printer is a mix between the Predator and the Prusa. Actually, should I actually call it the Prusa at this point? Is it really a Prusa at this point? The only thing that's still Prusa is the bed, the C-steppers, the rods. That's it. For the rest, it's all just different. The biggest one, the T-Rex, it's pretty bad. Don't actually. I should print it on him today. And you can't. This is what came out of it. And you guys can't really see it, but the quality is off. There's something about it. It is an independent extruder printer. It's 400 by 400 by 700. This thing can print tall. Now, I printed this thing on the T-Rex. It's my trash can. It is gigantic, and I've broken this thing by kicking it several times and used epoxy to glue it back together. Oh, you got a funny story about that. You know Easy Treat, right? They came out with that very small $99 printer. Um, what's it called? The X1? No, I don't. I don't remember what's called. It's like the smallest one, the easy, yeah, the X1. Okay. And they said like, "Oh hey, we're looking for reviewers," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Hey, can I get a discount or can I get a review sample?" This was back when I had like 100 followers on Twitter, I think, and they just flat up like in like 2 hours. So like, you don't have enough social reach. It's like, okay, you're a small company. Yeah, the printer is kind of in the way, isn't it, from a face? Hello. It's like, you guys are a very small company, kinda. Nobody knows you. You're selling a less than $100 printer. You guys are pretty unproven in the industry. In my opinion, when you're a company like that, just well, how much is that printer gonna cost you? Like $40 to make? You know, it's like super cheap to make. Let's be honest. It's a freaking 3D pen extruder motor thing on it. In my opinion, they should just send these things out to like beginners, like smaller people, get popularity in en masse. Because I don't think Joel reviewed it. I don't think Thomas reviewed it. I don't think Maker's Muse reviewed it. And as far as I know, the only big name was Linus that really reviewed it. And he doesn't know anything about 3D printing pretty much. Yeah, let's get this. Come on. It's real. Oh, there we go. So, honestly, this actually looks really using the Chris Wakaki method of light from top. This is gonna focus on my hand. Come on. Come on. No, well, I'm just. Oh, come on. And this is why you need a macro lens after all. Come on. Focus on my hand. Gonna focus? No? Whatever. I'll post pictures later. But honestly, it looks actually really good. I'm surprised. It actually, as far as I can tell, it's printing better than my goddamn T-Rex. Oh, all the focus is still on. Yeah, it's on. So, gonna try to focus on my hand. No. Down. There you go. But yeah, it actually looks really good. I am somewhat excited about this revelation. Come on. A bit squished. And well, and I do have to say, it leaves a very interesting texture on the bottom because it's not like a Prusa style powder coated bed or a Anycubic ultra base. It has like squares in it. I am posting a picture on the Twitters now. And my flash was on. There we go. Anybody who follows me on Twitter will now see what the bottom looks like. And for good measurements, I'll just take a picture of the actual print. Yeah, doesn't Linus have like? Well, whatever. I'll just post about them. Interesting. Boop. And if you check my Twitter, it is up. The bottom of that print is very interesting. So this printer, judging by my first print without any tuning and using their test file, this actually might be a very good quality printer. I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised by this. Creality is a strange company. I mean, I have no experience with Creality other than backing the CL6 and that entire debacle. And that was a mess, let's be honest. Well, what Creality did with the CL6 is just sad. And then they messed it up by doing a 24 to 12 volt step down for the stepper motors for some goddamn reason, which even doesn't make sense because stepper motors work better at higher voltages. It's stupid. It's the reason why they're burning up. Every single one with a burnt up board with actual physical damage to the board is at that spot where that step down is. I'm just surprised that they let you know who deal with all their Western interactions, and then you know who is all like, if you don't disown this person, you won't get belt printers for review. And it's like, reality. Do you really want somebody like that to be your spokesperson? You know. Here we go. Where's my nippy thing? Oh, by the way, this printer also does have a silicone sock on it. But you know what? I'll just stay out of trouble. I wish to grow my stuff. I can't wait until I get bought out by big company number X or something. Haha, that's a joke. Don't take it seriously. Oop. Tick. Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag not sellout. One thing that I'm gonna change in the firmware, in the one thing that I'm gonna change in my startup is not free heat and also before bed. Which is stupid because this print doesn't really have a purge line, so it's gonna be dry. Here it goes. There you go. Oh, I'm printing the Cali Cube again because I have no idea what the other prints are, and I don't want to risk starting a print that's gonna take like 3 hours. turning on the manual focus. I can't see anything because. Can I fix it? Can I? There we go, that looks better. Manual focus off. Because, when you're trying to do this and you have autofocus on, it won't work because it will just be like, oh, focus on this, focus on that, focus on the actual print. There we go again. But yeah. Honestly, you know what printer I kind of regret not backing? What was it? The company was something Shark, or the printer was something Shark. It had like a laser march. I know Joel did a review of or preview or whatever on it. That thing was like actually looks good. You know what I should do for funsies? Like take out the screws on it and like spray paint them like orange. There we go again. I don't know. I don't think it has C-hop on. I don't think so. That's probably why it's got here. And here we go again. Round 2. But yeah, there's a lot of printers I want to have. I don't not even have. I just want to test them out. Like honestly, I I want to go to somewhere or like borrow a Race 3D printer. I just want to have one in front of me and be like, press print and see it go. But yeah, my dream is getting relatively popular, go to some conventions, meet Joel and Magus Muse and Stefan. I want to meet Joel. We were supposed to meet in Malta and have drinks, and I was supposed to bring in Belgian energy drinks, but unfortunately, COVID happened. Honestly, you know what I regret? You know how we now all have that 3D printing meme kind of thing where you put your 3D printer in the box on your shoulder like I did and Joel did and everybody else does because it's the thing to do right now. I wish I had the box that I had the T-Rex still in the box and put that thing on my back. That thing was so huge, holy crap. Because the box has to fit the 700 millimeter tall gantry thing. So yeah, that was a big box. I needed 2 people to carry that out. There we go. But yeah, since we're all just waiting to see if this will fail again, anybody have any questions they would like to ask me about my silly life or Belgium or whatever? It is waiting time, so it is Q&A time. Let's call it that, Q&A time. posting a picture, I'll check. You gotta keep the socials updated. Why is everything in all caps? And bam. Okay, let's see. What do I typically print with my printers? I print 3D models. I just find the coolest models and I print them. Let's grab some of them. For example, let's see how I'm going to show this. My T-Rex skull thingy. This is one of the best prints I've ever done. Let's just, we all know how this is going to go. All the focus on, zoom out, whoop, bam. This is my favorite print I've ever done. It came out so good, so flawless, even with crap ton of supports. It just worked. It is a gorgeous print. But yeah, I just print all types of models and stuff. I don't do much functional. No, it printed. I'm not gonna move too much or else it's gonna fall apart. It printed like that in 2 pieces. This is where it hit the bed on this one, and this one printed on this surface. So yeah, it had some supports, especially on the teeth. This is Filament One's Ivory Silk. It's ivory. Okay, I'm having trouble being English. Filament One Silky Ivory thingy. Very good filament, printed flawlessly. This is Eryone marble. Do I have anything else that's cool? I got a bunch of cool prints, but it would require me to get my lazy ass up. Yeah, in terms of functional prints, I don't do a lot of those, mostly because I don't really know anything really that I could print. I printed an extension outside. We have a drain on the outside in the garden, and the drain tub thingy wasn't tall enough, so I used a Predator and print like a extension of that in like with like a 0.8 nozzle at like 0.6 millimeters. It was like 800 grams of filament. It was huge. I printed some knobs and little thingies. I printed. Do I still have some? Yeah, I can't find it. I printed out. You know the safe grabber thingies that were popular during the start of COVID, where you can open the door without touching it. Well, a customer of ours worked for the Belgian financial watchdog organization. They like handle all the financial regulation, and they wanted safe grabbers, but they had a very specific request. It had to work on touchscreens, but the problem is the capacitive touchscreens, you know, the ones that's on your phone, require conductivity. It senses your finger, which is conductive, and it knows when it's being touched because of that slight magnetic field crap changing. So I needed a conductive filament, which Protopasta has the conductive filament. So long story short, I printed out 600 safe grabbers, and then I bought like eight, no, like 10 kilograms of that filament. It was like 500, 600 bucks worth of filament, and I spent like 2 weeks printing that on all of my machines. But yeah, that's I mostly just print 3D models that people like photos and stuff make. Let's see if you want to know my profession. I work for my parents' kitchen company. We sell kitchens to consumers, just normal people. We don't do like industrial kitchens. We sell kitchens made in Germany. And I've been working there for like 11 years. And I do the kitchen designs. I do all the technical plans, like, tell the electrician, hey, that needs to go there, and the water needs to go there, and all that crap. I like to say crap. I deliver all kitchens. I break out old kitchens. I kind of do everything in that place. So yeah, I'm technically a kitchen designer. I didn't study for it though. My original studies, I wanted to be an electrician. No, I wanted to be a mechanic kind of type guy. But then I got bullied out of that school, so I did trade, which didn't work out well. Then I wanted to go into IT, which involved traveling by train every morning, which didn't go well. So yeah, now I work for my parents, and that's pretty much it. Nothing super special, to be honest. I'm not an engineer or anything fancy like that. I'm just a Belgian guy who got into 3D printing because first time I started printing with my very old ShareBot was because I wanted to make cool stuff, which I did. But there was not enough information online at that time. This was like 6, 7 years ago, and I didn't really know what to do. So I kind of stopped, you know. And then, like a year and a half ago, I, the Nintendo Switch is hackable, right? Super hackable. Nintendo Switch is super hackable, and did it skip? No, it did not. Okay, I had something I thought skipped. There we go. And I saw the Nintendo Switch, the little jigs that they sold to cause the USB overload crap and essentially crack the system. And I saw people selling 3D printed jigs for like $4, and there was a guy that sold like 2,000 of them. I was like, holy crap, I need to get into this. So I started reading about it. I tried to make the ShareBot work. It worked for quite a while. And then I wanted more. And so I went to my father, and don't take me in this wrong. My family is pretty well off, and I essentially told my dad, "Hey, Dad, can I take a small loan of $1 million? I mean, can I get a small loan of 400 euro to buy a decent 3D printer?" And then he went, "Oh, what can you do with 4 grand?" So yeah, and that's how I got my Prusa and this guy and my Photon. And now I'm here. I started a YouTube channel. I have 3D printing Twitter. I'm doing my best, trying to survive in this environment. I mean, like the COVID stuff, you know what I mean. So yeah, and then I got to make a zero. I got this. I got that. I got financially stronger, and I could afford more stuff myself. I like print stuff for the business here too. You know, like we. I also got a 3D scanner, and essentially we'll take like handles that go out of rotation, like they stop producing them, and I'll make a 3D scan of them. And if a customer like needs one, or you know something goes wrong, I can technically 3D print them and like make a new one out of the model. So yeah, but please don't let that money thing make you think differently of me. I do not like it. My dad has always supported me financially, and it's gotten me bullied and made fun of, and essentially called me a spoiled brat and a rich kid. Which honestly go back like 2 3 years ago. I didn't have much money. I was barely surviving. No, no, not barely surviving, but it's like I didn't have much money to spend. Honestly, as cruel as it sounds, oh, I didn't have to pay the loan back. He just gave me the money. Well, I wanted to pay the loan back, and then he was like, "Nah, it's fine. I want to support your hobby." And I was like, "Okay." Yeah, this is where we are at now. Like I said, don't buy a form bot. I know they got a CoXY out now, the 5 Dino Trudon, which is, if I remember correctly, like 300 by 300 by 300, and they have like a 400 version height too. And it's CoXY. I think it's like, let's see, the I keep on calling them form bot. 5 Dino Trudon. Um, let's see. 5 Dino CoXY, fully enclosed printer, by the way. It's enclosed. Come on, load. It's 1,500 bucks for the 300 by 300 by 400, and they also got a 400 by 400 by 500 for 1,900 bucks. Let's see, 32-bit with 2660 linear guides, dual gear extruder, flexible PIE, auto bed level, gantry level. It's got a duet clone in it, but I don't get it. Please don't support that company. Like seriously, like I know I'm shooting myself in the foot here, but if they were like, "Hey, do you want this print?" I would be like, "Sure," but I would never buy it ever. Simply because that thing over my shoulder is so bad. I can't get it to print nicely anymore. It used to work great. It actually worked better than my Prusa at the time. And then it just started dying. That little nubbing sticking up there is worrying me that it's gonna crash into it. How would I even tighten this? Oh, okay, I see how. It's got like a little injection molded holder for the uh, pulley or whatever it's called, and it's got like screws you can move. So yeah, it's printing fine, still working. Any other questions while we wait for the Eryone? How do you actually pronounce it? Do you just take everyone and just go Eryone, or is it ER1? Okay, so we got Eryone, Eryone. Oh yeah, you got Eryone. I think the Tinker SE was from them. I think so. You got the Eryone ER-20, which is this. Then they got the YE-20. I wonder if the next one is going to be like OE-20 or ME-20. Yeah, I do, but I honestly I want a Core XY just because I enjoy mechanics. Like for example, the Predator, it's a Delta. I can watch that thing print for hours just because of how interesting that movement is. Yeah, what I'm going to. Can I change it? No, I can't. Configuration, advanced settings. Yeah. Well, yeah, I, I've heard about the BQ Core XY. The I forgot who I posted a belt printer from somebody. I don't remember if it was BQ or everyone. Somebody else was working on a belt printer. I just hope we get more belt printers from other companies so we don't have to drool at realities. Because honestly, it is time for a new king of cheaper 3D printers. Because the Ender 3 was king, and everybody was buying the Ender 3, everybody was buying the Ender 3 Pro. And honestly, some companies I could take them. Anycubic can take them. And in my opinion, why are you dying, Zach? In my opinion, the Mega Zero, they made the most stupid mistake by not having it like it doesn't have a heated bed. In 20, I think it came out like late 2019. It's like, why? It's not like it costs a ton of money. Uh, are you talking Fahrenheit? I presume you're talking 38 Fahrenheit. Let's refresh. Let's see what the temperature is. Oh my god, I can't type. Oh, whatever. Google it. It is 50 over here. I don't know about Anycubic. I mean, I emailed them about the Predator because the Predator, the one big stupid dumb thing they did is that extrusions are painted. They aren't anodized aluminum, they are painted. So what happens when you have tightly squeezed rollers moving over the same spot over and over, it rubs down the paint. And what happens when the Delta doesn't have an even surface to work on? It starts showing artifacts, and that's what's happening. And I contacted Anycubic because they recognize the issue, they know it's bad, and they have anodized versions of those extrusions. So if you have paint that's shipping off, which is pretty much anybody after like, let's say 400 hours, you just email them and they go, okay, we'll send you anodized versions, and apparently they're going to ship me some. And the best thing about the Predator is that a lovely person called Chris, not Chris with a C, Chris with a K, he's a Belgian, has created an extension print thing. So what you can do on the NQ Predator is stack the extrusions on top of each other. You use your old crappy ones on top and then the good ones on the bottom, and essentially you get a delta printer that can print up to almost a meter tall. It's like 800, 900, I don't know. But because of how he made it, the rollers never go over the bad part of the extrusions while it's printing. And that's a cool thing. So it's like, I mean, I kind of like it standing there, but come on, a 900 millimeter tall delta. Yeah, hobby. It is 80. It's 50 Fahrenheit over here. So yeah, personally, my experience with Anycubic customer service hasn't been that bad. Of course, my Prusa experience was the best because the crappy bearings on my Prusa cut a rod, and they replaced it. But I honestly think that if everyone keeps going on and they don't drop, just honestly take an Ender 3 and the 3 Pro, whatever. Most of the enders don't have all the bed leveling. BQ is killing it, in my opinion. The B1 is a good printer, apparently. The BX looks like it's gonna be really good. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah. I'm just waiting for like an open source resin printer board. Why the BQ needs to make a resin printer board? But the retail price kind of depends on. Okay, is the early one $360? How much is it if you buy it from Ali? In my opinion, $360. Sensorless homing, 232-bit, BL Touch clone. I don't think it's an awful price. It definitely is going to be better than the standard Ender 3 or like Ender 3 Pro, whatever. I mean, if they sold this for $320, it would be perfect, in my opinion. Let's see, how much is it on AliExpress? I cannot even find it. AliExpress, I can't find it. But it's not a bad price. Sure, you could splurge and pay $800 for a Prusa, I know. You know what? My main issue with Prusa is that it needs an update. The Mark 3S needs an update. I honestly, yeah, it is very quiet. And this, I can hear the motors humming and the fans and all that crap. Why do I say that word so much? But don't forget, this is on an IKEA table, so it's already amplifying the noise. So I get a feeling that when I put it on my actual proper desk, it would actually be completely silent. Because I also bought something new. I bought myself a big loaf of noise insulating foam. It's like a hot. It's like PE foam or whatever it's called, like recycled. I got the idea from CNC Kitchen because this floor it's stone carpet, right? And it has like insulation, concrete, and all that crap. It's pretty thick. But if I put my Prusa on the floor and have it running, I can hear it downstairs. My bedroom is right underneath here. I can hear it everywhere on the floor downstairs. I can even hear it in the hallway at the ground floor. This is the third floor. So yeah, I need, if I'm gonna have that printer on the floor to save space, I need to have this crap. I got granite slabs, put it on top of this, bam, cut it to size, and if it works, I can use the non-armor printers. Because my desk is gone. I can't put my Prusa there, that's it. Because the problem I have in this place is that the roof is slanted, because this is the roof essentially, so it goes like this. So I can't put any printers here that has spools on top or is as tall as a Prusa, to be honest. So I'm gonna need to start putting them on the floor. So I need to fix that. I think we're almost done. Yeah, it's doing the top layers. Yeah, QLD is running behind. I mean, the CR. Let's be honest. If the CR6 didn't have the whole Kickstarter drama, and essentially, if QLD did not crap out on their board, it would have been an excellent printer. The entire experience for most people with the CR6 is soured because when it works really well. But when it doesn't work, it's catastrophic. But Creality has the name. And now with CR30 or Naomi Wu's belt printer or whatever it's called, they're gonna, everything is gonna be forgiven because everybody is ruling about that printer, me including, to be honest. It is done. Print is complete. Trying to do this is hard. Oh yeah, I'm going to take a picture. Let's do the top lighting. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but honestly, for untuned, I didn't tighten any belts or anything. It looks really good. It it feels smooth. It's not like this after this like inconsistencies with what's going on. Let's see if I can get it off. Nope. Need to let that cool. But yeah, I'm honestly impressed. I think this printer might be a winner with some tuning. Maybe change the extruder system a little bit. The only thing, I'm going to test one more thing before I call it quits. Because this printer is said to have it's said to have power outage recovery. So I want to test that and see if it actually works. Curious to see if it does. Let's see. Top service is very good. Yeah, I think this might be a winner. And this is why this printer is a better buy than, say, a Mega Zero. The Mega Zero was always the worst buy because no heated bed. Because if you look, the Anycubic Mega Zero, if I remember correctly, it's like $200. Oh no! Oh whoa! I just bought it at a bad place. Okay, the Anycubic Mega Zero is 117 plus tax, so that's 139. Not bad. But let's be honest. Say you have a budget, and let's say you have to pick between the Ender 3 Pro or this. What would you go for, personally? I know you can't say Prusa. I like this printer. This guy is gonna print a lot. Yeah. What would honestly, what would I change on this printer as is? I'm pretty sure it is a PTFE lined hot end, so I would probably replace this tube with a Capricorn just to be sure. I would probably change the fan shroud, put a bigger fan on it. I would keep the heatsink for now, it looks fine, no issue so far. I would definitely upgrade the extruder. Let's say change the cooling a bit, change the extruder. The frame itself looks sturdy. There's no play on the bed. Maybe something to tie into like the belt tensioner system, maybe. But yes, Vincent, you are absolutely right. This could go. This needs a flex plate. Because while glass is all fine and dandy, give me a flex plate anytime. And you know that probably you can probably put a flex plate on this, no problem. Get me one of those bam bam flex plates. Oh, get me an ultimate. Oh, you can let go yet? Oh, it let go. And there we go. Now I can actually look at this. Oh yeah, everyone does make PIE sheets. Let's see. How does this look? Honestly, not bad. Bottom layer is good, top layering is good. I don't see any really obvious mistakes. It might just be because, you know, good filament. So what will we do now before we leave? We will test the power resume and see if that actually works. What else will I change about this printer? Not much, really. The board seems fine. See, this is like something like if you buy a Creality Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, whatever. It's like, oh, you need upgrade extruder, upgrade the harden, to definitely upgrade the board, add a second Z. Honestly, I do not like touchscreens. My Predator has a touchscreen, like the hybrid touchscreen from Big Q. I don't ever, ever use the touchscreen because one, running if you run Marlin through the touchscreen, you have issues with the filament sensor apparently. And tested this. If I remember correctly, Octoprint doesn't work correctly because of the weird. I don't know. I'm not that clever. But yeah, I personally don't like touchscreens. I can work a big knob way better than a touchscreen. Plus, I'm just used to it, you know. Let's see. Well, what do you have to say? The bed heating seems pretty uniform. Everything seems to be the same temperature. Maybe the front is like the front corners are a little bit harder than the back corners, but not like by much. But you can't know that unless you use a temperature gun. Come on. Yeah. I mean, in a way, I kind of regret not having started with the Ender 3 because all the upgrading you can do with the Ender 3 really teaches you a lot about a 3D printer. I mean, the Prusa helped because when I had the ShareBot, I was so terrified of changing anything because it has like a proprietary hard end and all of that crap. I was terrified of touching anything on it. But after the Prusa, now I'm just like, oh, let's disassemble the entire stuff on the Predator, and I'm just like, whatever. Now I'm not scared to take this thing apart. Everybody should build a kit, like a really disassembled kit, not something that's like this, where it was essentially just take the base, put this in, screw it together, screw this onto it. Like everything is in separate pieces. This is all loose. You need to do everything. Oh, the G code is different on this. Not enough space here. Uh-oh, we got bed leveling not working. Yep, no, it's just really, 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 really close. It didn't scratch. But definitely, this is not good enough. But then again, they, for some reason, LU1 did a ABL of 3 by 3 instead of like 5 by 5 or 707, so it's not a really big, really well made mesh. I don't understand like these Chinese companies or companies in general, you have a 32-bit printer, but you have the memory for it. Why do you nerf your firmware? Nothing is stopping them from just going, oh hey, let's do it 7 by 7 like the Prusa, right? But the 3 by 3 is very. It's just here, here. Like all of this is not measured. It's just guessing. Honestly, personally, on my Prusa, I have 8 by 8. I don't mind waiting. I just want the bed to be nice. Hell, the T-Rex, I have 15 by 15 running because it's such a huge bed. It's a gigantic hunking piece of aluminum. It warps. Sure, I got a glass plate, but I don't want to take chances. The T-Rex takes 45 minutes to probe. Because guess what? I can't go really much faster because I'm scared of skipping. And I have to go really slow on the Z because the gantry is so heavy, and because, by the way, the T-Rex is 2 grand. Okay, it's a 2 grand printer with an 8-bit board running 2208, no UART, so you can't finagle with the 2208s to make linear advanced work. So 8-bit 2208, and a printer that is 700 millimeters tall with double extruders on it, dual extrusion, has both Z steppers on a single driver. So if you make it go a little bit too fast, it just skips. I had that happen on prints, like every single Z hop it did, it just dropped a tiny bit more. So after like 2 minutes, it would just be cutting into the already laid filament. Would just cut into it. So I had to like lower the Z to like 3 millimeter per second with ridiculous low acceleration and jerk. Let's see. Let's feel. Oh yeah, very too close. Yeah, on the back, it's a bit too close still. Let's go up. Also, one annoying thing about the firmware is that Marlin has is you start a print, you adjust your Z offset, but instead of being baby steps like this, it directly changes your Z offset in firmware. So let's say you have -2.5 and you adjust it to -2.8. Then it saves it as your offset, but here it doesn't really. After you stop the print, it just stays the same. Yeah, it is pretty shocking. And you know what the worst part is? So you got the board, and literally everything except for the power supply is I can't say the words for it. You know what I mean. And so everything works with daughter boards. And for example, the the beds, the thermistor, the Y motor, and I think Z all comes together in a daughter board and then goes to like a gigantic plug, which is plugged directly into the board. So you can't just rip out the board and put a SKR in there. No, I would have to measure out every single connector, wire everything, solder stuff together to make it work. It's ridiculous. I hate it when companies do that. You know? Am I just weird for that? I don't know. For example, the Predator, I just took the board out, just plugged it in. No issues. The only issue that I have is that Anycubic wired the end stop connectors backwards, so I had to like either rewire, take out the pins and flip it, or what I did, I just pulled out the plastic things on the board itself and flipped that, so it worked. The Prusa was a pain in the ass because all the connectors are different. But on the T-Rex, I can't do that. Everything is just big honking connectors. Because honestly, the T-Rex, what it needs is a 32-bit board, double C stepper drivers, power, UART. It's so limited by just by that stupid board. And people have been asking for a board upgrade, and they just won't do it. We've been asking for, hey, can you release a 32-bit board with dual C's so we can run this thing properly? Nope. And the worst part is they have their other printer, the Raptor 2, which is $1,000, which is it's the same size as this. It's just a single hard end. But the big difference with the T-Rex is that even the hard end is proprietary, is their own. Even the hard end is their own. It's the heat sink, and then there's a big tube that sticks up, and you put it in and you screw it in. And essentially, you can't really do anything without completely redoing the extruder, the entire hard end. Meanwhile, the Raptor just uses a groove-mounted V6 style hard end, so you can just shove a copperhead in there. You can just shove a normal E3D in there. There is BMG mods. There's people with. I keep on forgetting the Slice Engineering, the expensive one. Which one is that again? The expensive hard end from Slice. You got the copperhead and the. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot. Oh, the mosquito. Right, the mosquito. There's mods to run mosquitoes on that thing. There's board swaps. The Tiny Machines released a linear rail upgrade for this X on that thing. Meanwhile, the T-Rex has nothing. It's because it was such an expensive printer, and not a lot of people bought it, so there's not a big community around it. So I'm just kind of stuck with a 2K paperweight. So yeah, that's my little rant about 5 Dino, whatever they're called. And the Trudon is just a copy of another Corex Rider. It's just copied the design. It's not even their own. I have no idea what this print is though. When it starts doing infill, I'm gonna cut the power and we will see if it resumes correctly. I'm really damn tired. It is kind of weird how live streaming really drains you for some reason. I mean, I'm just sitting here watching a 3D printer and talking into the air and occasionally looking at the screen, but I'm like exhausted. Sure, it's It's like midnight 30, but still, normally I stay until like 3. Don't you get tired after your live stream, Zach? Or during your live streams? I haven't made any pre-recorded videos yet, which I honestly think is going to be way harder to do than this. Because with pre-record, you gotta have a script, you gotta have the shots of the product, you have to film yourself talking, you have to then, you know, listen to yourself speak while you're editing. You have to find the editing software, you have to compile it, you have to upload it. Hope you didn't piss anybody off. So it just texted me, can't sleep, please cuddle. Well, you know what, so if you want to talk to me, why don't you come on the stream and talk to me in the stream? Oh wait, I'm logged into an account. Interesting, this is a no infill print. Let us kill the power. Where is it? And let's wait until it's in the front and kill it. And now it's suddenly so quiet. Oh, that's stupid. Resume print. They did ask to resume the print. It is heating the bed. No, I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, it is heating the nozzle. It hasn't moved yet. I mean, I haven't really tested many filament run out. Isn't it supposed to home before it starts heating the nozzle? It's just creating a big blob. Come on. Why are you waiting so long yet to... Oh, now it's homing. Oh. Ooh, that is way off, I think. Is it way off? Okay, I don't know. Is it off? I think it's off. Yeah, I think it's off because I can see like filament kind of drooping on the edges. The sea height is right. No, it's off. It started printing too far to the right. You guys see that? Yeah. Oh yeah. That is way off. Yeah, so I think we can safely agree that power wi- power restore with Zoom, power outage, whatever you want to call it, does not work. What's that? It started too far to the right and it started too far in the back. So yeah, this is just. I think it's a face mode. Yeah. Test number two is a face mode print. So yeah, I'm going to kill it. The print, not the printer. So yeah, as we can clearly see, ah, it did not do that right. Ah, but honestly, I don't expect much from power assume. Even on the damn Prusa that has like special capacitors in the power supply that move it out of the way when it loses power and like saves stuff. That still doesn't work 100%. I was working on the lights here and I messed up and tripped the breaker. And the power was out for I think 2 minutes and then it resumed and it was like off by like a centimeter. It was ridiculous how off that was. It just failed. I've tested the power resume on the Prusa 2 times. Well, one time I tested and it worked pretty okay, and the second time was an actual power outage and it failed. And honestly, the crash detection on my Prusa, 98% of the time it failed. Most of the time it just kept on crashing endlessly. It would just keep on trying to print again, but it would just keep on crashing. But honestly, a power resume, unless you have like a Prusa, a special power supply that can give you a 2 seconds of power and like sends out a power panic signal like, hey, I don't have power. Raise your C, save where you were, yeah, and get a half an hour. Then when it resumes, it's like, hey, this failed. Well, this the power went out. This is where we were, home, and we start. But on a normal power supply, I mean, the nozzle just stops. Whatever the temperature of the nozzle is melting where it was. The filament keeps on oozing out, so it creates a blob. Why are you not focusing? That. There we go. So I don't expect much from it. I mean, in my opinion, when you have an actual power outage, in my opinion, it's not gonna matter anyway. Your bed is gonna get cold by the time the power comes back, so your print is gonna fail anyway. It's something that companies like to add to the marketing, but honestly, it's marketing. But in what it should do when the power comes up, in my opinion, is I mean the first thing I would do when if I was designing a power restore thing is move the hot end up, heat the bed, move home it to front left on this printer. Um, Heat up the nozzle, purge it, have the user confirm that it's purged, and then restart. But I don't really care that much. I don't have power outages here anyway, so. But other than that, my first impressions of this printer is pretty positive. Yeah, I was like, okay, it heated a bit, fine, and then it just heated the nozzle at the point where it stopped. It's just gonna create even more blobbage on the stop point. It's kind of weird. But before I go, this printer has potential, potential to be even better without killing your bank. For example, the Anycubic Mega Zero has the bed issue. It is essentially just a metal bed, textured. And first of all, that thing is impossible to get prints out of. I have to use a spatula, like hammer it. And so much of the time to damage the print beyond belief. Do I have a print of it? Yeah, I do. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this to focus on it. Is it focusing on it? Is it going to focus? Yeah. As you can clearly see, this was the entry spot of my spatula. I was hammering it so hard to get that damn print off. Because I think it's just a textured aluminum powder coated thing. So it sticks so hard, like ridiculously hard. And if you have a hot heated bed, I mean, the temperature differential of metal shrinking and expanding pops the print loose most of the time. You can't use magic goo to create that release mechanism. So, yeah, I mean, you can't use it for PDG, it's just limited to TPU, which I don't even want to try on that printer because if PLA is already that hard to take off, I don't want to imagine TPU. And it really nerfs it. It really destroys the potential of that printer. If I want that printer to be good for me, I would have to mod a heated bed in it, which is possible. You can just use an Ender 3 heated bed, it works. I've seen people do it. And and the boards that they use actually it does have a connector, like you have the soldering wires, but it does have a connection for a MOSFET. So you could technically, people have done it again, you can just add an extra power supply, which is kind of stupid, and a heated bed. But then we're talking about like really extensive modding, like changing the bed, wiring in a MOSFET, wiring in another power supply. The Mega Zero is great in the. Everything else about it is good. The hot end seems fine. The pod cooling is kind of crap. But you know what that thing has that this thing doesn't have? The Mega Zero uses a Bondtech clone for the extruder, so it's dual gear and dual driven. It is geared. It uses the Bondtech type, whatever gears. It's late. So that thing has an amazing extruder on it, but I don't really want to. And it also uses linear rods for Y. That bed is solid. It is super solid. But it's the heat. The bed ruins the printer for me. This print, if I don't want to imagine the trouble of getting an entire, almost full bed print off that thing. You know? But this thing, has potential, but very simple. Just, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Just get like uh, the current extruded upgrades that they sell for Ender 3. Full metal, dual driven. It's a simple upgrade. It's very simple. Upgrade to PDFE, very simple, very cheap. It already got a textured glass bed, so you don't need to fix with that and do anything like that. It's got a heated bed. It's dual C. It's got a quiet board. It's got TMC drivers. That thing has 4988, so it's loud as hell. It's solid. This thing doesn't budge. And that's why this printer is just potential driven. A few small upgrades, I think that this printer would fly with just a better extruder upgrade. And that's why I like this printer, because it's simple. Extruder upgrade, better fan, done, in my opinion. To make a zero, you need to swap the bed, you need to add a power supply. The board that I use, if I remember correctly, like the housing for the board, is too small to put any SKR in there. So it's a pain in the ass to upgrade. I'm still gonna review it. I mean, my main point is gonna be the bed. If that printer just had a heated bed, didn't even have to have a flex plate, just put some glass on it, I would have been happy. This has most of the things I would do to it. So yeah, this is a very good job on Eryone. Because let's not forget, people, it is easy to criticize a company like Eryone and Big Q, but let's not forget that these are companies that are new. Creality has been doing this for ages, and Cubic has been doing printers for quite a while. Eryone was a filament company. They made filament, that was their main product. They sold filament. Actually, really good filament most of the time. And then they started selling printers. This is, I think, the second printer. I think it was a Tinker and then this, and now the ER-20. Big Q. The entire thing was boards and selling stepper drivers and small upgrades, and now they make their own printers. The BX is looking phenomenal. You got a company that made boards and crap, so if they go to printers, it's a bit more logical, but Eryone was just a filament company. And they're making a new printer. I mean, that's like saying you are trying to find an analogy. Let's say you sell deep frying oil. Your company makes deep frying oil. That's all you do. You make the cannoli oils, and then suddenly you make deep fryers, like industrial style deep fryers. Suddenly, out of making some stupid oil, suddenly you're making the entire machine. And that's kind of what's happening here in a way. A bit less extreme, but you know what I mean. I've heard pretty good things about the Tinker SE. This is pretty good. I mean, I'm not unhappy with it, and I'd see a lot of good stuff coming out of this. The E20 is going to be a good version upgraded. Direct drive, better linear watts. Essentially, what they're kind of doing, let's be honest, is making their own version of a Prusa. Linear watts, direct extruder. I just hope that they don't. By the way, 3D printed technology. If you talk to Eryone, relay one important message. Well, two important message. One, make sure they don't take the worst, cheapest bearings. If they're going linear watt, make sure your bearings are decent. I'm not saying get like the most expensive Misumi bearings, but they need to be good. And one mistake that Prusa made, they need to make sure that the hardness of the bearings and the rods are the same. Because what Prusa did is that the bearings were harder than the actual rods. And that's why the moment one of those bearings seizes up a bit, it starts scratching the rod because it's harder than the actual rod. So they need to really think about the linear rods, the bearings, and make sure it matches up. And that's kind of my TED talk. I hope that everyone somehow manages to see this video and loves me and thinks I'm an awesome guy. And I hope that I mean, sure, I'll buy it if I have to, but I really hope that they send me one for review or test, because I think that everyone, Big Q, those two companies especially, can dethrone reality. And you know what? We'll let's just make Toy like the what's the name again? How you have Superman, exact like you have Superman, and then you got like the Superman, but he's like completely the opposite, personality wise. I forgot the term that they use for it. Nah, EC3 isn't going to become a major player. I've, I, yeah, make sure that I especially see the part where the top extrusion was flipped, and I had to take the printer apart to flip it. That shouldn't happen. But EC3 isn't going to. No, I said Tori. Whatever maybe they could take like Tori and make it like the reverse Naomi Wu. Instead of big bahungas, she has smaller bahungas. Instead of trying to fight everybody, Tori tends to avoid confrontation. I don't know, I'm tired, it's late. Yeah. My final verdict on the other one. Good. First good impression. Good job, Peter. I'm glad I bought you. No, easy treat is never gonna dethrone reality. Bam, it goes. I out of I think everyone and Big Q have the possibility to dethrone reality. And I would be happy because Eryone and BQ probably make the better printers anyway. I mean, if you want a good Creality printer, you need to go pretty expensive, let's be honest. The Lurch keyboard. Nope. I don't look into many board related. Lurch K. Oh wait, Lurch K. Oh, is that the board that you can like program the firmware through to touchscreen? Yeah, didn't Teaching Tech review that? Yeah, that thing does look super interesting. I like Marlin and all, but having to, I mean, like for example, stepper driver direction. Sure, I can just open the board, then go to the board and flip the connector sometimes. But it's like, why do I need to flash Marlin all over again just to tell the stepper motor, hey, turn around? Why isn't that just a G code? There's probably an explanation for it, but I mean, Lurch can do it. But that's kind of well, you get. I mean, Lurch is they make their board, they have their firmware for it, so they can do whatever the hell they want with it. Marlin is a firmware that has to work on pretty much everything, so they can't really do crazy experimentations and modifications. And when you have to take in consideration of everything, it's like why Apple can do way more with their phone power than say an Android phone because the silicone and the software is very very connected. It's why a MacBook, even though it has horrible hardware compared to normal computers, can still perform really well. It's because silicone hardware is linked up with firmware. And that's probably what's happening with Lurch. But if I remember correctly, you can also do that with WebWrap firmware, so maybe it's just Marlin. It probably just is Marlin. Then again, that firmware is so old. That's like a really big fundamental change to it. Probably super duper hard, and they would probably break a lot of stuff doing that. Let's see if the Gandry drops when I kill power. Nope. It's all good. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to call it quits for tonight. It is about 1 a.m. Well, does it really matter that much for a single extruder printer? I mean, it's not like we're running these printers at Mark 7. I mean, I can understand that Delta needs processing power because it's insane compared to a Cartesian. It's like the BQ-BX has an insanely powerful board, but I'm like, does it really need that super power? Does it really? Sure, it's nice to have like extra options, but that's mostly RAM, not processing power. I mean, an 8-bit board can still store and deal technically with a UVL, which is what the T-Rex is doing. I mean, I know that you can like increase the resolution of your prints. I know you can set it up in Cura, so that's something, I guess. Yeah, now and then. Yeah, I mean, have you seen that Delta printer that's also a tool changer? It's like a Delta printer with like 3 or 4 tool changes on it. It's insane. That probably could use that power. But I'm gonna see like people putting this in Creality, like in Ender 3s and Ender 5s, and like, aren't you going a bit overkill on this? No, it's not a wasp. It's not a wasp. The wasp might also be have that. Tool changer delta printer. I know that they showed up on the virtual Verve. Let's see if I can find it. I know that they had a chat thing on the Discord. Not Google Press, Pure Poly, no. No. Give me a second. It's not. Is it on the block? No. Oh, Delta Maker. Good night, Zach. Yeah, the Delta Maker. Make a tool change. Let's see if I can pull it up really quick. YouTube. And Delta Maker. Delta Maker tool change. Because they showed up on Verve and was like insane. I'm being a big dum dum. Why don't I just go to the information page? Boop, boop. Give me a second. Come on. You guys showed off the printer. Oh, here we go. You still here? 3D print technology? I don't know if it's. Yeah, it's a. Oh, that's a. If you're going to advertise your tool changer, just have it do tool changes. There we go. Whoop. That is the sickest damn thing I've ever seen. The E3D tool changer is cool, but that's way cooler. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. So yeah, I think it's like probably like three tools. Trying to see if there's any other good fits. It's so cool. I think it's three tool changes that you can do, probably just one in each, delta corner. I actually haven't seen the wasp turtle print. I've seen somebody with a predator that they put linear rails on, and that guy was going at like 200, and it was insane. Wasp turbo. That's okay. I'm going to look. Oh man. I'm like, don't show infill. I know, sure, it's quick, but you need to go. People need to see it go like, just making it go. Oh, gonna be right back because I heard a knock, and the knock tends to mean the boy escaped his bedroom. Well, I'm back. The boy did escape his bedroom. I put him back down. Hopefully, he will stay in his bed. But yeah, I'm gonna call the stream before I wake up the boy again. And thank you all for watching. This was actually the funnest stream I've had so far. Hopefully I will see you guys soon. Because the CR6 is coming. And that's gonna be fun. And now I'm going to do my thing where I awkwardly shuffle to my computer because I need to turn off the stream. Good night. Oh, excuse me. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And keep on printing. And don't forget to like and subscribe, or Joseph Prusa will turn you into a printer. Night night. Awkward shuffle time.